Thanks, appreciate it. You're the man of the hour.
Sometimes.
Uh, Are you?
Election season always the spirit of Bennington County.
I would say, yes, but I think even more so this year. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty hectic. Oh, Cliff,
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
good to see you today.
Very good to see you as well.
You know, I just found out recently that you and one of my coworkers were high school classmates.
Isn't she a darling?
Carla is wonderful.
She was at high school at the same time that I was.
And which high school?
Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie.
We were Grand Prairie Gophers.
Yeah.
Our first high school,
It was actually Grand Prairie.
well, when it was. The first high school coach for football, they were trying to recruit him. He was in Minnesota at the university. And he wanted to move down and he wanted to start a football program there. And he said, the only way I'll do it is see it's Minnesota Gophers.
Was he a year old?
The only way that he would do it is if the mascot was a
Those antlers so good on you.
Yeah.
Gophers. And he'd taken nothing but crap for 60 years, for 80 years. So yeah, we're Grand Prairie Gophers.
Yeah.
She was a cheerleader, so all of us always, we loved Carla and the rest of her whole team.
They brought a lot of team spirit.
They brought a lot of team spirit.
See, I didn't even know she was a cheerleader.
She sure was.
Yeah.
She sure was. She was one of the nice ones, though. That's the real difference. Is there are some others, and they were all relatively nice. You know, you've seen some of those shows where they're really kind of ugly,
Yeah.
but her and all this, they were nice, even some band nerds like me.
I enjoy working with her. She's a good lady.
She certainly is. Certainly is. The first time I saw her, I didn't know she was out here, but about 5 years ago, I was walking in Walmart and I saw this young lady talking on the telephone. And I knew immediately it was Carl, because she looks that similar to her high school look, and said, Carla, what are you doing here? And she was on the phone, she said, "Click that." And yeah. And of course, I look a little, I have less hair.
A little bit,
Yeah,
I mean,
she doesn't look different. And I think she said, "Where'd she?" No, she didn't say that. She's very
I still don't talk about it.
that's probably best. I always told all of my, I told both of my daughters, I said, if you want to be happy, find yourself a nerd, a geek, you know, lean toward the nerd side. And
The only flip side is the chasm is pretty long, right?
Yeah.
geek, good in high school, nerd, could turn out to be doctor, lawyer, something like that, or serial killer. I mean, so there's not a lot in between.
That's what a science teacher said to me in middle school. He said, something. He said, that'd be nice to Miss Williams. I thought this is funny. And I said, he said, because people like Mr. Williams, all that line. You never know whether they're gonna be your friend, or they can hit you in the head with a brick. And I thought, that's funny, because here I am, I had this little bitty spindly, self, I graduated high school, I was probably 145, half the man I am. And he, it's really good boost for a bookworm reader. He would say, Williamson, you're gonna go upstairs. I said, yes, sir. What position you play? And I tell him, he'd say, oh, come on, William, you played way back. That's different. Throw it for the whole team, played way back. I love Mr. Jackson, and he had another professor, another teacher that he hung out with. They taught history, he was science. So he taught science, and Mr. Reed taught history. And all the football games, all the high school.
Well, you can sing
So I
something.
know if you love that.
Right, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I have invested in those 4 meetings. That dude was doing his father, and criminal.
You know, Mr. Barber,
How you, sir?
I'm good.
Is that what happens when Rice loses in the bowl game to wear a hat that letters upside down?
Might as well wear it every week.
Ross has a football team?
But in the day I saw one, I watched him on TV.
He's upside down anyway. Good doubt.
As long as they didn't lose to the Cowboys.
We were on our 4th string quarterback.
Oh, that's not good.
The 2nd and 3rd string went to the portal. No big deal. The 1st string quarterback, we have the game on Friday. He decides on Tuesday, after all the practices,
Yeah,
I'm gonna enter the portal and opt out.
okay.
Well, now we got 3 days to get a quarterback, and it didn't work.
Oh, boy. No all that at that.
My
clock was saying 1 o'clock.
My speed on all of a sudden just decided to use 10 miles an hour.
Getting new tires?
So cars were fast me then and like 170.
Cause he gained a little weight. That was
So when I got in the grass speed, that little thing said I was doing 60
mile an hour.
Just all of a sudden.
You know, there's an app on your phone that will tell you how fast you're going.
What's a nap?
What's an app?
And we don't, is that close to a nap?
Close to an app?
Okay.
Could be.
Is that a horse we're talking about?
I use the nag.
No, they didn't have
We
horses.
didn't have apps when I went to the University of Grand Saline.
University of Grand. Yeah.
And I wasn't a geek, so. Or nerd.
Mercy. 2 minutes. Think we can. Is there any objection to starting the meeting 2 minutes early?
No.
My watch says 1 o'clock.
I make that.
Okay. So I'm gonna call this meeting to order and announce we do have a quorum. Are there any general announcements? Are there any public comments? We'll move to item number 4, discuss, consider recommendations from the Van Zandt County Fire Marshal to implement a countywide burn ban and authorize Van Zandt County Fire Marshal to rescind the burn ban upon improved conditions.
Yes, sir. So, first of all, thank you for having this emergency session. The bottom line up front is that I'm gonna be recommending a 30-day burn ban for all of Van Zandt County. And just for anybody watching in, all of this comes out of, government code section 352.081. We take recommendations from the Forestry Service, is one of the prescriptive things that we do. And the last one we got that was on, it had some weather predictions that did not come to fruition. And so that's why we call this emergency session, because I review this, I get at least a weekly, sometimes he misses a week, but I usually get a weekly email from Mr. Burnett, who is our coordinator for East Texas, from Texas A&M Forestry Service. And so based off that last one that we got, if the stuff had happened that was supposed to happen, we would have been in good shape, but now we've gotten to a point where there's many conditions that you look at when you recommend a burn ban. And the two biggest conditions right now that some of the biggest conditions that I'm looking at right now is one, the weather patterns. We've had abnormally high temperatures for this time of year. We've had a lack of rainfall. We're much below average for December and coming into January. We have a higher fuel load because this summer, when cattle prices were so high, basically if it was on hooves, the ranchers took it to sell on. So that's a lot of uneaten vegetation, and then plus the people that normally bale hay for those cattle, they're not even belling some of them this year. They're just we've got an extra fuel load, and then also because of the cold snaps that we did have in early December, late November, most of the vegetation went into what's called dormant stage, and when that happens, it keeps all of the water down at the roots, and that's why it turns brown when it comes back in the spring, because it keeps everything below ground. So even if we got 1, even 2 inches of rain tomorrow, that very next day, high winds, right conditions, it's going to go off and go. We have several fires under investigation, but one I can give you an example of is these are not people out doing controlled burns. You got to control the burn piles. One of them was the 100-acre grass fire that we had on Thanksgiving. The source of the ignition was the undercarriage of a UTV driving through this hay. So that's how quickly they're starting. And so that's why, again, I do recommend a 30-day burn ban. At any time between that 30 days, we can cancel it. And if we don't, we'll put it on the closest agenda to that 30 days so that we can discuss whether we want to just let it run out or if we want to bring it up. So that is my recommendation.
Okay.
Any questions?
Heard a lot of sirens yesterday and had a volunteer fireman call me, reach out to me yesterday. So
We had at least 4 grass fires the fire departments responded to yesterday. 2 of them resulted in damage to personal property, houses, campers, things of that nature.
It's very dry right now.
Because of the high winds or the big.
Yeah, yesterday was the big one with the wind gust and the high winds. That was the big one.
and it changes directions. Like a north wind is drier than a southern wind, and it changed directions yesterday 3 times.
Yes, sir.
In the morning, there's humidity on the ground. Everybody thinks it's maybe still. They think it's safe. By the end of the day, 20 miles an hour, change direction 3 times. Everything's.
And what's burning is what they call 1 hour fuel. So 1 hour fuel is basically 1 hour after the last piece of moisture is gone from there. It's readily ignitable.
Okay.
All right. So is there a motion to consider to implement a burn ban, countywide burn ban, authorize fire marshal to rescind the burn ban upon improved conditions?
30 days.
Yes.
I'll make that motion.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Just for the record, we did get a call this morning in our office asking us if there was a burn ban. We told them no, and we didn't know, so just making sure that you know that.
Doesn't go in effect until the
Exactly.
gavel hits, so really until it gets out in the public and it's posted, and that's when there is kind of a gray area.
Okay.
Sign, you'll burn my brush pile real quick.
Just get a permit.
All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a
Second.
second? All right. Brandon Barton, second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. We are adjourned at 1:04.
Judge, you have a copy of one, we will see them later.
Oh, yeah, if you could send me one,
I have the-
I'll sign it. Okay. That would be great. Chrissy's out today.
Good job, Mr. Costa. You did super.
Watch you guys do.
That's a job in itself. Thank you, Scott.
Safety and well-being of our county.